supply crisis from the COVID-19 pandemic has been impacting dozens of businesses across Southern Oregon, including ones that you might not think of. News Watch 12's Brett Taylor got to speak to one of those businesses that's been getting hit hard because of supply shortages. Brett, what'd you find out?
Yeah, Brian, when you think of businesses being impacted by the supply chain crisis, your first thought might be going to, of course, grocery stores, restaurants, and maybe even hardware stores where people are going to do all those at-home projects. But some of the stores that you might not think that are getting impacted right now by the supply chain crisis are just small-time pet stores, just like the Wellness Pet Supply Store right here in Ashland. Now, today I was able to speak to the owner of this pet store here in Ashland, Billy Jo Vincent. She told me that the pandemic has already made the last couple of years tough enough with all the adjustments of having to sell sometimes even products only outside, and even having to deal with social distancing and masks inside of the business. But on top of that, the supply crisis, which has only continued on over the last several months, has only made her situation that much more difficult.
In this last year, you're right, the supply chain has really gripped us hard. And frankly, sometimes there's this worry in the back of my mind that will we be able to make it? If we can't, find the food, they have to feed their animals, what will we do?
Now, although Vincent has told me that she's been dealing with some of her own products being out of stock for months now, she has been able to adjust slightly, sometimes buying different brands that meet with her store standards. However, even that's been a struggle for her. Now, although Vincent's business and several other pet stores that I talked to have been struggling with the supply chain crisis, there have been some businesses that I talked to today, some other pet stores, that say they haven't been dealing with those issues. We'll dive more into their story coming up later on News Watch 12 at 5. But guys, for now, reporting live in Ashland, I'm Brett Taylor, News Watch 12.